Hi, and welcome to Core Concepts of Health. I am JP Hornback, and I'm going to lead you through the next 5 weeks of health and wellness components that greatly impact student learning. And as we go through this course, I'm going to challenge you to consider how these different topics and structures not only impacts student learning from a student perspective or a student lens, but how it impacts student learning from you as the teacher, how your health and wellness impacts student learning. So let's take a quick look at the course structure and at the syllabus. And at the end of this video, should you have any questions, please immediately email me or text me so that we can get you ironed out. 5 weeks is going to go really, really fast. All right, here we go. So as you look through the course itself, you will notice that there are some spaces for announcements. Typically, I will email you or message you announcements, but it's always an okay idea to take a look at that to see if there's anything there. Q&A, you're more than welcome to post some questions into that forum. However, I suggest email or text message being the fastest way to get a hold of me, especially during the summertime. I will ask you to complete the Meet Your Classmates forum here. You may already know one another, but I would really like to get to know you as well. So take a moment and complete that as you get started in this course. There's always access to the MNU Learning Commons, and that is virtual as well as in person. So if you've never taken advantage of the services through the MNU Learning Commons, I encourage you to take a quick look at that. So let's jump right into the syllabus. As you will see, the syllabus just goes into greater detail about what this course is about and the purpose of this course. And as you scroll through, you will see that in our education preparation program frameworks, that many of the concepts and ideas that we'll talk about fit right into this. So things like communication skills, self-evaluation, developing partnerships with parents, all those types of things. You know, we think traditionally just about the nuts and bolts of academics, but when we talk about it from the health and wellness perspective, I think you're going to see how relationships and communication and building those pieces for student one-on-one, getting to know them at a deeper level, getting to know their backgrounds and their families, how rich that will be when it comes to really generating purposeful lessons and instructional time for your students. A little further down, you're going to find what the learning outcomes are. Just a general idea of what this assessments and how much those assessments or assignments are going to be worth. And then the 5-week mini calendar, the topics and trends that we'll be discussing, and then what type of assignments or work goes into that. I know life happens, so I want to give you the full week to be able to get things done. I will caution you when you get to the point of we're doing forums, I'd like for you to have those done a little earlier in the week so your peers have an opportunity to respond to your postings. So as far as the course structure itself, every shell is embedded into a week format. So as you open up each week, they'll be revealed to you on Sunday mornings, and you will have until midnight on Saturday to complete those assignments. So as you look through, we've tied each week and each concept to a Bible verse. You'll have an overview and a devotional that I'd like for you to look through. And then you have your assignments. I've created some checkboxes just for you to keep easy track of having things done. So as you complete those, feel free just to put a little check in that box and you'll be on target to knowing that you've completed something. These are your 4 assignments for week 1. You'll have the classmate introduction, you'll have an assessment and a reflection, a video search and reflection, and then we'll end each week, or actually begin each week on a Sunday with a Zoom. And it's not every Sunday, they alternate, but I want to make sure that we're staying on track and that you are understanding and that we're making some really relevant connections. Below each of those, you're going to see a host of resources. Now, these are not all for you to read. If you need some leisurely reading, it's definitely there. But this is more of a database, if you will, or a bank of resources where you're going to be able to go in and use some of these pieces to support your work, or maybe be able to immediately find some web pages or articles or links to things that you can embed in your research portfolios. Maybe even instead of going out and having to search for some of those videos, they may be right there in that resource. So I encourage you to scroll through, click through some of those and become a little familiar with them. This is definitely somewhere where you'll be able to double back, and when you're actually in the classroom and working on things and a situation comes up with a peer or with a student, that you could go back into these resources and they become very relevant to your day-to-day work. The last thing that I really want to stress is that when we talk about health and wellness, I think it's one of the areas where you will always be right. Your health and your wellness and your experiences and your day-to-day comings and goings are very different than mine. And the only way that I'll know that you're making connections with the content is by sharing some of those experiences, some of those details. So please know that they will be in the utmost and highly confidential place within my world, and I want to make sure that you are making those strong connections to content. So there might be some real relevant things that are happening in the world or happening in your life right now, and I encourage you to share those so that we're able to see how you're able to draw upon your own personal experiences to make yourself more relatable to your students. I love this course. I wish that there were more people across the nation that were taking this course to become future teachers, and I know this is going to set you head and shoulders above all the future teachers that are out there. I look forward to your work, and I look forward to getting to know you a little bit better. Have a wonderful time, and good luck.